American news networks went wall to wall yesterday covering the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, who was laid to rest in Windsor Castle beside her late husband, Prince Philip. But did we really need that much news coverage? Hundreds of thousands of mourners lined the streets of London to pay tribute to the Queen. Casket paraded on a grand procession through the city. A service followed at Westminster Abbey, where President Biden and scores of other world leaders were on hand for England's first state funeral since Winston Churchill died. It is newsworthy for sure. She was a truly titanic figure and is eminently deserving of all the accolades she's been receiving in the days since her passing, for all the reasons, effective diplomat, etc. Now, if this were the BBC, I could understand why her death would result in nonstop coverage for days on end. I still don't get the amount of American media coverage surrounding the royals. From Harry and Meghan to William and Kate to the Queen and now the King and yes, even the service. From 4 a.m. Eastern Time all the way through to 1 p.m., all three of the biggest cable news networks went all in on the Queen. For 9 hours on cable news, absolutely nothing else was covered. Not a minute devoted to any other topic. President Biden gave a big newsmaking interview to 60 Minutes. The entire island of Puerto Rico was without power due to a devastating hurricane. More migrants were bussed into Democratic strongholds, and yet those stories and all the others were ignored for the funeral of the 96-year-old British monarch. I might not even have such an issue with the news networks covering the service uninterrupted for 9 hours if there was actually 9 hours worth of things to say. But with that much airtime to fill, the networks focused on some really inane details surrounding the ceremony, like doing a complete inventory of the Queen's jewels.
2 or 3 pounds of weight of jewels, right? Nearly 2,000 diamonds, pearls, sapphires, emeralds.
On that crown, they have 2,868 diamonds, 17 sapphires, 11 emeralds, 269 pearls, and 4 rubies.
It is the largest colorless cut diamond in the world, 532.2 carats.
9 hours of factoids like those. They picked apart and obsessed over every last detail of the service, including the clothing everyone wore. The media seemed thoroughly engrossed with every stitch of these outfits. The fashion correspondents seemed to be in their glory yesterday. And the fawning over the Queen was endless.
You said something about the butler, the silver tray and the cup.
Yes.
And you said something at the end. You said you heard her say thank you.
Oh, yes.
That there was a grace and a graciousness which we do not always see present in people who are used to having so much at their fingertips.
Yes, we're heaping praise on her for thanking her butler. It was all part of an effort by the big 3 cable news networks yesterday to not just broadcast the service, but to sell it. And they weren't alone. The broadcast networks went all in on the Queen's service. ABC and NBC each devoted 8 hours uninterrupted to the funeral. CBS a bit more restrained, a modest 4 hours of coverage. And in an effort to explain why this was so momentous, they shared some truly wild predictions about the viewership that the service stood to receive.
We are told that up to 4 billion people around the world have watched it.
2 million on the streets alone are watching, along with billions around the world.
Where the eyes of the world, more than 4 billion people are looking at the United Kingdom.
Wait, of the estimated 8 billion people in the world, more than half watched the Queen's funeral? That seems tough to believe. And it appears that the 4 billion prediction the networks ran with a source to a Daily Mail article, which quoted one expert who's identified as a TV analyst, who provided scant details to back up the far-flung claims. And indeed, early ratings data from several major countries, including the UK, suggests that viewership was enormous, but will fall dramatically short of this estimate. But hey, it makes the network's nonstop coverage seem a little more justifiable. But even if it were true, it doesn't explain why 9 uninterrupted hours needed to be devoted to this. History is important. I've written 4 books on major American figures in history. But history also has its place. And we're talking about news networks that are supposed to be covering news. I get some coverage. It's a big story. But I remain baffled by the American obsession with the royals. But hey, the ratings were solid for the cable networks, about 50% higher than normal for those time slots. I guess all that uninterrupted coverage paid off. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.